Okay, now modern science says the same thing. Modern science says that in the carbon cycle and the proton-proton reaction, they illustrate that hydrogen interacts with itself to form other chemical elements such as helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, and carbon. Now it's the conversion of hydrogen to helium that uses the sun, heat and light from the sun. 4 hydrogens form 1 helium. Okay, 1 helium consists of 4 hydrogens. Now hydrogen and helium are by far the most abundant elements in the entire universe. Hydrogen, even more so than helium. Hydrogen accounts for 75% of the mass of all matter. It's present in all animal and plant substances. And the universe itself consists almost entirely of hydrogen and helium, probably with less than 1% of the heavier elements. Now the Earth, on the other hand, consists almost entirely of the heavier elements. Now stars, suns, constellations, and galaxies all consist of spiraling, coiling, looking for the right chart. Let's see, what did I do? Okay, spiraling, coiling, radiations of gaseous light energy that travel at 186 miles per second. Now at that speed, light can circle the Earth 7 times in 1 second. Now the solar system, this is the sun. Now see, this is a spiral of a gas coming up. This is the light. This is the Milky Way. It's a Milky Way constellation, or galaxy, and we're part of that. This is Andromeda, that's a galaxy. Now the solar system, if you look at it, it consists of spiraling, whirling radiations of light. Now if you look at a chemical atom, it consists of spiraling, whirling radiations of light. Okay, now if you look over here, let's talk about this. Spirits of light, helical, spiraling, coiling radiations of light, traveling at 186 miles per second, form smaller and smaller coils until they become the microscopic coils of your DNA. Here's a picture of DNA, here's a picture of DNA, here's a picture of DNA. It's from 3 different books. And that's the way it looks at spirals, just like this. Everything is a spiral. Okay. Spirals of light radiate outward from your DNA and direct the growth of your body, your eye color, your height, your hair texture, your skin pigmentation, and your brain development. Now it's the light that expands from your DNA that brings your hopes, your dreams, your plans, your schemes, everything into fruition. It's the energy that you use to get up in the morning, to drive to work, or to drive to your business, or to build that business, or to procreate children, or walk the dog. Okay, now Jesus, that's the light within you. Jesus talks about it. He says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your works, your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That's Matthew 5:16. Now light radiations or spirit spiral into your genetic DNA, and from there the spirit or your mind spirals outward and back into the celestial dimensions, and the spirit returns home as an evolved co-creator. But many spirits become engulfed, enmeshed, entangled in materialism or in hatred and violence of the earth, and only a small part of that spirit returns home. So the star gets dimmer and dimmer, smaller and smaller. Now, the Hubble Space Telescope shows that space is just filled with innumerable tiny stars in areas that were previously thought to be empty. But there are megastars. Let's see if I can find the right one it is. There are megastars, worlds and worlds of them. In my Father's house there are many mansions. Okay, now megastars, suns, constellations, and galaxies are spirits that have made multiple passages or orbits or incarnations into and out of the earth in one lifetime. Now this is a listing of the 14 brightest stars. The top one is a Sirius star. Keep that name in mind. That's the one that started everything. Okay, the Sirius star. Okay, now the Orion, if you look, there's the seventh brightest star and the 12th brightest stars are in Orion. Okay, 7th and 12th are in Orion. Now the Egyptian pyramids of Gaza were built between 14,500 and 6,000 years ago. And they were aligned with stars in Orion and Sirius. Now look at this. To me, this is just absolutely amazing. Now here are the 3 pyramids. Now this is Orion. Now these are called belt stars. Now these belt stars align perfectly, absolutely perfectly, with the 3 pyramids. Now if you look here, when the Egyptians built this pyramid, they aligned the Sirius star and Orion, the shafts. They aligned these shafts with those stars. Okay, now these are just other pictures from the Gaza Plateau. Now, an ancient civilization, even older, in Central and South America, has structures, these are high in the Andes Mountains, that date from 19,000 to 17,000 years ago. And many of them were also aligned with stars in Orion and Sirius. Now, that's over here. Now, this is in Tiahuanaco, the gateway of the sun. Now, I don't know if you can pick this up. Can you? This is a spider that was on the Nazca Plateau. And it says, an inscription says, the Nazca spider in southern Peru. Recent research by Dr. Phyllis Pitluga, a senior astronomer with Chicago's Adler Planetarium, has demonstrated that the spider, like the Great Pyramids of Gaza in Egypt, was designed as a terrestrial image of the constellation of Orion. Okay, that's the one I was talking about. Now these are some more of the images from South America. Now if you look at those pictures from Egypt and the ones from South America, you can tell that's another race of people. That's another group of people. You don't see anything like that out here or anywhere else back in history. This was another group of people, and they were highly evolved. In order to draw that Nazca spider, they had to have space flight. In order to align those huge stones, look at this stone. Just look at it. Here's this little man standing down here. That was, legends say they did that with sonar energy. Those were scientific, advanced people. They had high abstract scientific knowledge of creation. Now, Egyptian myths describe the constellation of Orion as the home of souls of the sun gods. The Bible makes multiple references to Orion, and people still sing, "We 3 kings of Orion," it's really Orion, are bearing gifts we travel afar. Now, the Star of Bethlehem is the star of Jesus Christ. Now, Bethlehem means second house of Ham and refers to Betelgeuse in the constellation of Orion. Beth, or B, is the second letter in the Greek, Egyptian, Phoenician, and English language. So the Sirius star complex is described as a home of Mother Goddesses. Okay, now the pyramids of Gaza, the structures in South America and Central America were built to trace and calculate the cycles of incarnating and reincarnating and interacting spirits of light. The builders were practicing the master science of astrology, the oldest science on earth. Astrology is a science of interacting light radiations interacting spirits of light, their concentrations, polarizations, or divisions and expansions. Now, co-created gods evolved from the earth. The earth is a garden or school of experience for evolving co-created gods. Now, Jesus said, I said ye are gods. That's John 10:24-39. Now, man is an evolving co-creator, made in the image of the Supreme God. So what is the image of the Supreme God? What does the Supreme God look like? Now, so far, we've described the Supreme God as a primeval atom that contained all the energy and being of the entire universe. We also described it as a mind that contains a mind, this kind of mind, that contains the entire universe. And we described it as a core or nucleus that radiates spiraling, coiling, mental light energy that expands and concentrates to create the universe, the entire universe, or all that is, was, and ever shall be. So man is an evolving co-creator God who radiates light energy, and the earth is a plane of materialization for evolving or growing minds. The earth is a place where evolving co-creators learn to create by focusing, concentrating, and generating light energy